Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to our next episode of EDUCA on Spot Abroad podcast. Today I would like to introduce our current social media trainee, Levsen. Hi,
Hello.
Levke.
Good evening. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, sure. So thanks, Magenta Experience Center, for letting us record here again in Prague. So my name is Leefke. I'm 26 years old and I've been spending the last 1.5 months in Prague. And
Okay, welcome again. So first of all, why did you decide to take part within the Erasmus traineeship, and why Prague? Why Czech Republic?
So I study the master's program Language, Culture, Media in Germany, in Flensburg at the European University of Flensburg. And I have to do an internship abroad within my studies, but it's up to me where I do it, if it's in whichever country is okay.
So it is a compulsory part of your study
Exactly,
program, right?
yes. I have to, so this is why I'm here for 2 whole months. And I decided to come to Prague because I saw the offer of the internship and it sounded really nice. And also it seemed that it matches with my study field. And I have been in Prague 6 years ago for a few days and I really enjoyed the city. And I thought it's an international place and a really old, beautiful, ancient city. And
Okay, that was the reason.
Yes, exactly.
Have you been ever abroad before?
Yes.
Coming to Prague?
Yes, many times. I did an Erasmus program already 3 years ago in Finland. I did a semester abroad there, and now, it's a bit different to do the internship here in Prague.
Okay. So, how do you like Prague?
I love Prague. Back home in Flensburg, I am used to a really small town, which I like.
Yes.
But Prague, it's
a capital,
It's a capital, exactly. And I think it's perfect because it's not too big. Like there are bigger cities than Prague. And I think I might feel a bit lost there because it's so anonymous. And I feel like here in Prague, it still is a familiar vibe. And I feel very much at home. And I've grown fond of this city.
Okay, great. What do you like the most about the Prague, for example? Is it the public transportation or the history vibes, or whatever, architecture?
I would say all of the things you just mentioned, but I particularly like that it's so ancient, like all the buildings, and sometimes I feel like I'm in a time capsule because there are like
really?
the towers and bridges, and it's almost too beautiful to be true, and it doesn't feel like it's this century. Yes, exactly. It seems like I'm traveling back in time, and the people are really nice, even nicer than I expected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think these two are the main, like the highlights for me in Prague.
Great. And in comparison to Finland, what would you highlight as the biggest difference?
I would say the people, because Finnish people are kind, but only once you know them. Once you grow closer to them, you can feel like friends. But in Prague, I feel like this right away.
Oh, really?
Yes, like people are so open. And they smile at you. This is something Finnish people don't do because they are so shy. They don't show emotions. I mean, of course, it doesn't apply to every Finnish person, but here, it's a more vibrant atmosphere. People are open, and I think the city is a lot more beautiful than cities in Finland, because Finland is not known for its cities, but for its beautiful landscapes.
Landscape, yeah.
And
exactly.
the
Nature,
city,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, great. Let's go back to your traineeship now.
Sure.
What are you doing? What are some of your tasks that you have to fulfill within our team?
I currently cover 2 different types of traineeships. One of them is the podcast traineeship, and the other one is the social media traineeship. And within the social media work, I mainly prepare posts in Canva, and then I post them in Instagram and Facebook, and we use Meta Business Suite for that. And sometimes I also have to do research for the posts, so I also sometimes create the content myself. And other than that, within the podcast traineeship, I do pretty much what we are doing here right now. So record the podcast and also do the post editing. So afterwards, matching the audio file and the video file and promote it in Instagram. So both of the different traineeship types actually go hand in hand and are like related.
Related.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I would just add that you are also responsible for production and post-production of the release podcasts.
Yes. And the post-production also involves video editing and cutting, and I learned many new things in that.
Yeah, it is my next question. Is there anything new that you had to learn due to this traineeship?
Yeah, I like the video editing definitely is something new for me, and also the Canva tools. I mean, I've used Canva before, but here I learn a lot more in this area. And I haven't ever used Meta Business Suite, so planning posts, for example, is something new, and many things, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You mentioned that you have already been on another traineeship within Germany, right? Was it in the same study field, or what were the tasks that you had to prepare?
It was also for my studies, but it was a different traineeship because it was a journalism traineeship. So I had to write articles and go to meetings with people that I wanted to write texts about. So I think parts of it are a bit similar. Like here, we're also doing interviews. This is something that also happens a lot in journalism. But there you also had to be, like, it was a really stressful work because you had to publish it the next day after after writing the article. It had to be published.
I see. Yeah. Now, concerning this traineeship, we are more fluent and we have usually more time for preparation.
Yes, I really like that, and it's also flexible. I can come up with my own ideas to a certain degree or extent, and it's more of a free setting, I would say, and
Okay. When you were already before in Finland, so now it is the second time you are going, or you were going abroad during your studies. Were you afraid, or you just knew what to expect?
You mean before this internship?
Before this internship, yeah.
No, I was not really afraid because I knew that being abroad is something that I have done before and that I really like. So of course it's always new to find yourself in a new environment with a new language, but I think these were factors that didn't really scare me because I've experienced it before.
Okay. How would you rate your time on a scale from 1 to 10, when 1 is the lowest, 10 is the best? How would you scale it?
I would say probably an 8 or 9 because I really enjoy living in Prague and I really enjoy the work within our team and the tasks. And yeah, of course, there's always some challenges connected to being abroad. So this is maybe why it's not a 10 out of 10. But I'm happy and grateful for this time.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you. What was the most different things which you have done here in the Czech Republic and you wouldn't probably do in Germany?
You mean
or haven't done
like
yet.
Hobbies or
whatever? Yeah, it can be whatever.
Wow, it's a tough question.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably my routine, like
daily routine.
Yes. Also, the public transportation, going by tram is amazing. I really enjoy this part, and I sometimes even go by tram for fun, just to drive around the city and see all those nice buildings and bridges. And at home, the city is so small that we use the bus or we walk on foot. So, yeah, I think using the tram is really something different here.
Okay, and how, when we are talking about the public transportation, what do you think about public transportation in the Czech Republic?
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
The price is...
Punctuality, availability.
Yes, maybe. They're also driving so frequently. So even if I miss one train, the next is coming within minutes. So it's amazing. And I pay only 20 euros per month. And everything is included.
Yeah. Great. Okay. It came to my mind another comparison while studying abroad in Finland and while doing the traineeship in the Czech Republic. What is the most difference between study mobility and traineeship mobility? Could you compare it?
Yes, it's really different. And studying abroad is more like a fun program. So there are a lot of activities organized by Erasmus Student Network, trips, parties, dinners, dances, everything, sports events. And you basically only go to uni to go to uni because you have to collect your credits. It's many people my age all in one spot. And here it's really different because I don't automatically have this community of people of my age. And I am responsible for meeting new people. And so here I have a working routine and I have my team. And I know a few people here by now, but it's all like, it's up to me what I do. And back in Finland with the Erasmus semester, everything was there basically. So it takes more initiative here when you do the internship. Yeah.
Were you involved in any like ESN community or any other expats community, for example, in
here?
Prague?
Or
yes, here.
Actually, yesterday evening I went to a beer pong tournament.
Oh, great!
Yes, and they were all really nice and open, and I felt welcome.
Great.
With the other trainees, so.
With Miloš.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And was it organized by the ESN, the Czech Technical?
In this case, it was organized by Erasmus in Prague. It's a different group, but there's also many ESN activities, and I'm also going to participate there.
Great.
Yes.
Okay. How difficult was it for you to find the apartment? And the accommodation is another big question.
Yes, indeed.
So could you tell us if you had any obstacles that you had to overcome?
Yeah, definitely. So I was really lucky because the friend of a friend lives in Prague and she has her own apartment. And because it's a big flat, she was willing to rent me one room for the 2 months. For a good price. So it was really easy. I basically had to do nothing. But I know that other people, like other trainees who came here, they had to pay either the double amount that I'm paying or they had more like struggles finding a place. And I'm happy that I live in the city center. I live in Holešovice.
Holešovice, yes.
Yes, in Prague 7. And I really like this area because it's local and not so many tourists, but still really central. So I can recommend to anyone to try to live in the city center, especially if the city is so beautiful.
Yeah, okay. And did you also had a chance to go outside Prague, for example, to travel around Czech Republic or even abroad?
I had, yes. I from my previous Erasmus in Finland, I have some friends in different countries. For example, 2 of them live in Czech Republic, in Brno. And I went there to see them, and they also came to Prague to see me. So that was really nice. And I actually traveled to Dresden one time, just for a day. It's German.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's close to ours. So yeah.
Okay, great. Did you learn anything from Czech language?
I know very few words, but for example, dobrý den, good day, or ano means yes.
Yes.
And I know some more words, but of course I forgot about them now. Yeah. But some basics.
Yeah, some basics. Yeah. Do you find it easy to pronounce or?
The pronunciation, mostly yes, but I know that you have some letters that we don't have. For example, in Katarzyna.
Yes.
I cannot pronounce
this one,
it.
Yes.
My friend tried to show me how, but I couldn't.
It's really difficult.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, do you have any tips for foreigners? What to see, for example, in Prague, or what to do, what not to do?
I would say my personal highlight is Pečín Hill, because you have a view all over Prague, and you can hike up the hill.
Yeah.
That is so nice, especially when there's snow. But I've seen pictures in summer that it's really pretty too.
Yeah, it is.
And I like the area near Pečín Hill, so and the Charles Bridge, of course, but it's packed with tourists.
Old Town Square.
Yeah.
Old Town.
And I like to find nice cafes here. I can recommend that because many people are there with their laptops, and sometimes I do that too when I do home office.
Yeah. Okay, great. Do you have any funny stories from Prague?
Probably yes. Oh yes. My flatmate, she has 2 cats and 1 dog, and one of the cats is really not nice, and she's always trying to do tricks with me. For example, or to trick me. One time she jumped in the cupboard, and I couldn't get her out again, and she wouldn't come out. So then I had to get some food and so that was a bit annoying, but also funny because she was clearly like trying to annoy me.
I see. Okay. Okay. Then maybe I would add, maybe if you don't want to answer, just take your time. I know that you have some allergy, gluten-free. You need to have the gluten-free diet.
Yes.
Dietary restrictions. Could you tell us if you had any difficulties while searching for a specific food, or even in restaurants, maybe?
Actually, the opposite is true. I feel like there are more gluten-free options here compared to my home.
Oh, maybe, really? Compared to Germany?
Maybe not Germany in general, but because Prague is a young international city. Young, I mean young people, and influenced by young people. And I feel like there are many places here, like a gluten-free bakery, gluten-free Mexican restaurants, and also the other trainee who's also gluten-free showed me many places. So that was really easy. And in my team, I sometimes got like little biscuits or cookies or cakes from my dear colleagues. So I feel that it's really not a problem here. Yeah.
Okay, it's great to hear, that in the Czech Republic we don't have to struggle.
Not at
with
all.
Dietary,
Not at all.
problem.
Also, the supermarkets, they have gluten-free pasta and bread and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Is there anything that you would add, like to recommend or not to do this and this in the Czech Republic, or while speaking with Czech people?
I would say that Czech people are really relaxed and open, and I can recommend to get in contact with the locals when you're here, and just enjoy the city, and don't just go to the most famous places where there's many tourists, but also maybe to calmer areas, because then you can see how the locals actually live.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so if you don't have any other suggestions or any other comments, then
I think I've said everything.
I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, thank you once again for this opportunity and for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. As it is not the rule that even if we had the interview and then we all agree, then the university may say the final stop, that the trainee doesn't come or is not allowed to come. Yeah. So we are also happy that we had the chance to welcome you here, and thanks again, Magenta Experience Center, for giving us this opportunity to record another interesting podcast with Levke.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we wish you good luck. And hopefully let's meet another time.
I hope so too. And good luck for you too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.